me what's up. Think you gon' play me, just know that I'm not one of them. Feel like I don't know you, don't come around, no invaders them.
It's your boy Noto, coming to another video, coming to another podcast, man. And in today's podcast, we're going to discuss body game. When women give you that look. If you're new here or you already been here, go and click that like button, go ahead and comment, go and subscribe, click that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop a video. And without further ado, let's go on and get into this topic. Now guys, we always talk about the body game, bro, and how it's the foundation to you building up your sexual charisma, to you building up your sexual the way women see you sexually. It builds that up, helps level up your sex appeal, which is the foundation of the sex appeal. It's what we always talk about, it's what we always stress. It's a big part of it. And the thing is, when a woman really likes the way your body looks, man, she gonna give you a very, very specific look, man. It's a very, very specific look. It's like way different from every other looks that they give. And it's a very, very lust-filled look to it. This type of look kind of like puts you into another dimension. Like I always said before, it's like a Cousin T-Tar refers it to, shout out to Cousin T-Tar, he refers to it as called the shadow stare. And that's exactly what it is. I was frozen like a deer in the headlights. See, I just came from the gym earlier, right? So I'm pumped. I'm wearing like a real good, just regular shirt. I'm just, just my workout clothes, but my sleeves hugging, everything hugging, my traps all tight, it's hugging my chest. Comes down a little bit. It hugs the bottom a bit, but not as much. But the top is just grabbing, right? I still had on my workout gloves. I left the gym, and I had ended up going to Walmart. So I'm shopping at Walmart, and I was at the frozen section, and I was about to grab me some Halo Top ice cream, just to keep the calories low. But I had a little sweet tooth, so I wanted to go and grab that. It was this chick. She's reminiscent of the chick that I put in this picture right here on the left, but she was like more mature. She looked like a MILF. You would think she was like a soccer mom, but she had like a Coke body. She's a bit thicker. She's thicker than this chick on this picture right here, but the figure is still the same if you understand what I mean. From the top to bottom, hips stick out way more, and I'm talking about thick as hell, jeans, and it's a regular top. But you would think that she would be like a Hispanic soccer mom or something like that, but she was bad as a motherfucker. Trust and believe me on that one. But she caught like one glimpse at me, bro, and like it's almost like time just stopped for both of us when she got that one look at her. And I'm also wearing my stuff too, so I'm wearing my fragrance as well. So it was like two things hit at once. And the only thing that would break that gaze right there, after I opened the door to grab me a Halo Top ice cream and shut it, and she was just staring like hard. The only thing that broke it was this petite white chick that came by. I'm talking about she looked like a legit gym girl. Like I'm talking about, her body was on point, everything, and she hadn't came by. I don't know if it was the point where she felt the energy. I'm not sure, but she just sat there and checked me out right in front of the lady. Like I'm talking about, she looked me up and down. It was like, yeah, but she looked kind of like a nerdy chick, a nerdy gym girl, but she definitely checked me out right in front of the Hispanic girl, the Hispanic woman. And that was just wow. That was like a double whammy for me. She just kept looking by, and she did like a little smirk, and she just kept going by. And the thing is, like, I noticed as I left the area, right? I was asking, okay, did you need to get by? She was like, no, you okay? Everything all right. So I had then walked off, right? I noticed as I kept walking through the aisles, I keep seeing her, right? Like it seemed like everywhere I was going, she would just magically end up there. And she would just See, the thing is, guys, this is no coincidence. That's what I want to tell you. This ain't no coincidence. Ain't no coincidence. If a woman sees something she want and she want it real bad, they will actively seduce you. I don't give a damn what nobody say. If they like your body, they like the way you look, they like your entire presentation. This is why we stress it so much. Get your best body and see who likes it. Because this is the truth. This is what happens. These are the reactions you will get. And a lot of guys, they try to doubt this because they haven't experienced it. She's following me around the store. Legit following me around the store. She was keeping tabs on me. I'm talking about this chick is bad. Coke bottle. Telling you. She put a lot of the younger women to shame. She was seasoned. You know what I mean? Seasoned. And to be honest, depending upon her social class, economic class, or whatever, I couldn't really tell just because she was just in there in the grocery store by herself. But she seemed to wear like a modest wear. She just had she wasn't trying to be overly the top about her figure or nothing like that. She wasn't trying to exaggerate her curves, by wearing extremely thin linen. You know what I mean? Like those sundresses or nothing. She just wore some nice thick jeans. He showed off her figures. Jeans are naturally tight for women anyway. And it's a nice regular top or blouse or whatever. So it was pretty much like contained. It was pretty much like a modest outfit. But the way she did it and the way she was looking, and I was like, oh my goodness. It almost made me feel like it almost felt like an introduction to the shadow world. And a lot of people don't really understand that because the introduction to the shadow world, that's when they start. That's when they making their interview process. That's when they start plotting. Because now it's like it's going through the head. I don't care what I gotta do, but this is her thinking now. I don't care what I gotta do, but I gotta find a way to get this guy and see what he's about. You know what I mean? Like they trying to gauge where you are now, because they're already attracted. So now they're moving to step 2 is when they're actively seducing and seeing how you respond to that. And then they want you to see how you're going to make the approach. Okay, am I going to be able to do this and get it, slide under the radar with this, or or whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to be a shadow world thing, but that can be how it is, because you could just be going to say for instance, like a regular soccer event. She's dropping off her kids or something like that, because that's what to be honest, that's what her image looks like. She looks like she got kids and she drop them off to like the sporting event, probably be part of the booster club or something like that. But she definitely sees something that she like, and now it's like she just giving that look now. She's giving that look now. Everything else, let me tell you, when they give you this look, guys, it's almost like everything is just immediately serious. Everything is just, the whole atmosphere is changed, because it almost feels like it's just you and her. If anybody's familiar with the Naruto Sharingan, specifically Obito's Mangekyo Sharingan, and how he is Kamui, how he puts him into another dimension. And it's almost like that, because she can just swirl you and put you into this other dimension. Because as she was following me down the aisles, when I caught her gaze, it seemed like everything else just phased out. That's what it almost felt like. Now, people might say that you feel like it's I'm over exaggerating this, but just hear me out on this, because think about it. If, say for instance, you go into the store, like I say, somebody's following you around the store, you feel like somebody's walking around, or you'll feel like somebody's watching you. It could be a whole room full of people, you just feel like somebody's just watching you, and you end up looking over and you see somebody looking right dead at you, but constantly. But in this particular scenario, she has a gaze full of lust, a gaze that's saying, you can get this, I want you, and I'm actively showing you that I want you. So I continue to proceed to the checkout, right? So I'm going to the checkout. I'm at the one way at the end, Walmart. So close to the, where the aisle where people starting to walk by. Not the back part, but the front part where you can just walk right off. So to be honest, it's like a couple more, stations before where you get to the end. So I'm at the checkout station where the clothing section is way at the end. Like back, I can see the clothing. I can see the women's clothing place from where I was standing. And when I tell you, she came by, like in the clothing section, it was like a good, I could say about a good 20 to 30 yards away. I could say that. And I felt her gaze, bro. I turned around and I looked and I seen her just walking with the buggy, looking straight to the side, looking dead at me. I'm telling you guys, this look is like none other. It's almost like a predator stalking its prey, and its prey feels like there's no way out of this. But dang, it's like no matter where I go, this predator's always following me. And that's about the best way I could explain that. But it's really like she was just hunting me. That's what it really felt like. And guys, it's just something you're going to experience, because when they view you as you become a piece of meat to them. You become something that they really want then and there. So understand, like when you get this look, guys, it's going to be something that you just can't. You can't help that. But you can honestly know how to react to this. And just going to speak to them ain't gonna hurt. But I'm gonna tell you now, don't look at it as something to be afraid of, but especially from that last example I made. But that's what it seemed like. I'm talking about way from the checkout line, way from the clothing line. She walking with a buggy. She could have ran somebody over the way she was looking at me and just walking through the clothing line. But it's not a gaze that I just saw. It's a gaze that I felt. Mind you, I still got my weight gloves on, so you can tell that I came from the gym. But at the same time, I'm pumped. I'm looking like you feeling monstrous at this point in time. I just got done doing my pull-ups and working some chest and some abs and everything else. So everything is popping up there right now. So and I got that look from quite a few women in there, but she's the one that like kind of took the cake because she actively pursued. That see, you can shake a lamb leg in front of a whole bunch of lions, and they'll look at it. But you're gonna have your ones that actively pursue the lamb leg. Those are the ones you're gonna look after. You know what I'm saying? So, how you see at the zoo or something, they about to feed. They'll see their dinner, but some of them will stare at it. That's how it is. They're looking at me as a piece of meat. But that one is always gonna be that one or two that walking up to further investigate. And this is what this was in this case, because she saw something she want, and that's how it is. And it can happen that soon. But like I say, it can have a comparison to the shadow world as well, because it can happen at any time. If we could have just slipped into the bathroom and got it in right quick or something like that, or she could have just went over there and gave me a BJ or something, or felt me up or whatever, and just went on about her business. A lot of guys ain't ready for that, because they don't think stuff like that happens in an instant. It don't take but 0.5 seconds to pull your pants down and unzip your zipper and go in on something. It don't take but the same amount of time for her to pull hers down or whatever. So just understand that it can happen real quick. We could have went straight to the bathroom on the aisle, clothes. It could have went down. Because remember, the shadow world isn't a specific place. It's not a specific place at all. It can happen at any time. Understand that. Understand the circumstances that it can happen. And knowing that they will be down. But the thing is, they want you to know that they're down without being judged. Which is why it is hence in the shadow world, because they can't freely express how they're truly feeling, especially depending on their socioeconomic class. But I'm not going to get into that. Shout out to Rom Wills on that instance. But anyway, It's your boy Noto, coming to another video, coming to another podcast, man. If you enjoying the content, go on and click that like button, go on and comment, go on and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop a video. And remember, guys, anybody can improve themselves if they willing to work at it. I'm out.
I'm chillin', I really ain't worried about niggas. I promise I keep it a Kuna Matata. Even though niggas be looking and sounding like me, that boy Morris said I'm not the father. Swear I'm a dog, I get vicious when I'm irritated. I might need a shock on my collar. Don't got a filter, just keep it straightforward. I play my position, Andre Iguodala. Ain't no exposing me, I get in D, hit a ovary. Don't even go down that road with me. And if a chicken obsessed, I don't need it. I want that Miss Parker with Professor Ogilvy. Bitch ain't no testing me, none of these bitches be stressing me. Capping like they got the best of me. But if she go off and get with another man, really she still gon' be thinking about sexing me. Done with these bitches, let's get to this paper. One piece of the pie, still out on the merit. Chasing that money, Coyote Road Runner, ain't doing no talking, just like Tom and Jerry. Ain't no beef with no drama, it won't make no money to me, it's just unnecessary. But if I'm pushed, I'm gon' have to crash out on a nigga and then I'ma call up as Gary.